What's up? I'm back, the man behind the mask. And right now I'm recording this in between the recording of part 1 and part 2 to my newest episode of Mason Beats. And when I say part 1 and part 2, I mean like between the break of me recording the first 15 minutes and me recording the second 15 minutes of Ease, Oath, and Falgana for my newest episode of Mason Beats. My first 15 minutes is processing now because I have to use Camtasia is not working, so I have to use Screencast on Mac. That's not what you're here for this video for, anyway. What's up? I'm back, the man behind the mask who doesn't wear a mask, unfortunately. And here I'm going to talk about PlayStation 4, Xbone, and Wii U. What's going on with these consoles? Which one do I prefer? Well, probably figured out which one I prefer, but still. No, PS4 obviously is the one I prefer. But we'll get into why. And then we'll get into how do I feel about the other consoles? What's going on with the other consoles that we know so far? What are going on that we don't know yet? That people keep, we're doing this, and maybe we're not doing this, or we're doing that, but maybe we're not doing that. Now let's kick straight into the Microsoft strife. Microsoft came out guns a-blazing at consumers and their trust back when Xbone was first revealed. You know, they were like, we're not going to talk about DRM at all, but you should know we're making a DRM box. And like, we went through the whole entirety of E3 just waiting to see them backtrack on it. Then they finally backtrack on it like a week after E3, and we're all singing praises for Microsoft for not being as stupid as we initially thought they were. They're still magnificently stupid, but not as much as we thought they were. So here we got Microsoft. They're going around. They're holding Killer Instinct hostage on the Xbone with the developer Double Helix, who has been known for making the games Battleship and Green Lantern the Game. So, not high hopes for Killer Instinct. Initial revealings about the game were that there were one character, you get the game, Jago is the only character that comes with the game, and all the other characters are DLC. There's some sources that say, no, there's a full retail version that includes everything. Some people are saying, no, there's only the one character edition. Everyone else is DRM, free-to-play edition. All I'm sitting here thinking is, why does this Killer Instinct look like Street Fighter 4? I already played Street Fighter 4 and I barely liked it then. My YouTube channel will obviously contradict what I'm saying there, but in all honesty, Street Fighter 4 is one of my most hated fighting games out of all the mainstream fighting games that I've played. Why is Killer Instinct starting to look like Street Fighter 4? Then we got $500 US, $500 US. Took the same problem Sony did, Microsoft. You made it $500. Why? Because Kinect. We have to sell you Kinect. Yeah. You know what's the funny thing about Kinect? People give Microsoft praises for Kinect being the first innovative motion control device that allows you to play the game without using any controller at all, when that is a bold-faced fucking lie. If you look at the iToy for the PS2, that used motion tracking technology that followed your body. It wasn't point to point, but neither is Kinect. But it wasn't precise or anything, even by Kinect standards. But Microsoft wasn't the first to do it. PlayStation did it first, just to give you the heads up. And Nintendo, with your Wii U stuff, the Wii U tablet controller, you weren't the first to do a tablet controller. Smart Glass wasn't the first to do a tablet controller. PS3 and PSP did this thing called Remote Play, which was basically the Wii U controller without the touch screen and without anybody actually utilizing it. So it's exactly like the Wii U controller, just the scale is much, much different. You know, with the PS3, PSP Remote Play thing that they did, you know, I think like one racing game supported it, and then no other game ever touched it, because it was a gimmick back then, and it's a gimmick now. We chided Sony for it being a gimmick back then, now we're praising Nintendo for giving it as innovation. It's bullcrap. So, what else is going on in the Microsoft camp? You know, we got Don Matrick takes his nuclear escape submarine and leaves Microsoft for Zynga. Then we got freaking reworkings on side. New management of the Xbox brand is now just the entertainment brand. And it's some chick that has no experience in video games. She has experience in business, but she does not have any experience in video games. We don't know if she has gamers' best interests at heart over at Microsoft. You know, just recently, Obama started talking about the NSA and people's concerns over NSA. You know, he started talking about that again. Just yesterday, actually. Not just recently, but yesterday. He started talking about it again. And hopefully that I didn't watch the full press conference with Obama or anything, because I came in like the last 2 minutes of him talking about the NSA, and that's about all I saw of it. You know, I walked into the room as I was making tea. You know, everybody was watching it in the kitchen. I walked in, got some tea, and I was watching it while I was waiting for my tea to be done. So we got that going on. So hopefully Kinect won't be spying on us anymore if the government is pulling back on this NSA bullcrap. But remember, Kinect, it's permanently enlarged into the system, and it's always spying on you. Even when you have the thing off, there's no security in the world that can stop a hacker from remotely turning it on and staring at you again. Or maybe it's not really off. You know? You turn it off, they don't mean it's off. It apparently still recognizes your voice when you say, Xbox, turn on! You know, Xbox, turn on! Go home, Xbox, you're drunk. You know, it still recognizes that, even though the thing's apparently off, so it's clearly not off, even when you turn it off. That's both basically lying to your face right there. But they got Xbox Live, which pretty much 95.9% of the things that you can do on the Xbone require Xbox Live Gold, which is $60 a year. If you just want to do something simple like watch Netflix, even the cable providing thing where you connect your television to the Xbox and play your television on it, even that, you can only do it with Xbox Live Gold. Watch Netflix, only Xbox Live Gold. Watch sports, only Xbox Live Gold. Browse Internet Explorer, Xbox Live Gold. Everything aside from putting the game in the tray revolves around freaking Xbox Live Gold. And you know what's worse? You thought the DRM got retracted, right? DRM is still there, they're just hiding it. You know, instead of the system being DRM, the games are DRM. I'm looking at you, Forza. And you know what? The system won't even launch without having no DRM on it. You gotta install a patch into your system. We got to the point where we're patching game consoles now. Seriously, patches have gone on too long. Playtest your stuff, developers. But back to Xbox. There is a patch right now for you to play the games without DRM. For you to have the Xbox without DRM 24-hour check-in and stuff, right? You gotta install that patch, so if you don't have internet or Microsoft doesn't support internet in your country, you're screwed if you own an Xbone. Because you still gotta connect to the internet in order to turn off this freaking DRM switch. Then Forza Motorsport 5. You can only play it with DRM, and they're touting their Drivatar, this learning thing that uses the power of the clouds to see how you play the game, how other people play the game, and then they built it into the game that's how your AI opponents control. They say it's only through the power of the cloud and the Xbox architecture that we can do this, which is why the Tekken franchise has been doing it since PS2 with these things called Ghost Battles, which Ghost Battles are you downloading opponents that you've come across on the internet. You download their character in the game. When you fight that ghost, it plays like the player that you downloaded the data from. So, gaming has already been doing this since the PS2 era. Drivatar is nothing innovative. It's been done before in Tekken. 2 generations ago, it's been done before in Tekken, so it's not new. Why are you touting this as innovation? Thanks to the power of the cloud and the Xbox architecture. It is not thanks to the power of the Xbox architecture. It's thanks to the power of just ripping off what Tekken did. It's already been done. It's not new. Stop touting that it's something that only the Xbox can do, when clearly other consoles can do it. 360 can do it. PS3 can do it. PS2 can do it. Any game platform that has Tekken 6 on it can do it. Any game platform that has Tekken Tag 2 on it can do it. So it's not exclusive to Xbone. Alright, Microsoft, stop lying with that. Metal Gear Solid 5, exclusive to Xbox. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not exclusive to Xbox. I made a mistake. I'll leave the tweet up anyway. Larry Herb. I could give less of a crap about Larry Herb. Major Nelson. How does he even come up with that name, Major Nelson, anyway? I don't know, but I can give less of a crap about the senior of Xbox Live, or whatever the frick his title is. To me, he comes off as a pompous douche, just stuck with his head in the sky, believing that everything he does is right, and everything Xbox does is right. That's what he seems like to me. Don't believe me? Watch the Reddit interview that he had. Watch the Angry Joe interview that he had from back at E3. Just watch that. Then we got Microsoft's like, oh, it comes with a headset, or maybe it doesn't come with a headset. Yes, it does come with a headset. Here's Major Nelson unboxing Day 1 edition. It comes with a headset. There we go again. He's unable to make up their minds. It's like they're testing to see what they can get away with. I know someone else said this. I don't remember who I'm quoting with this. It's like they said it's like they're testing what they can get away with. It was either Total Biscuit or Review Tech USA. I don't remember which one said it, but one of them said it. Probably both of them. It's like they're testing. Microsoft is testing to see what they can get away with the Xbone. They're trying to test consumers. That's not a good thing. Don't let them get away with stuff at all. Period. If they're going to screw you over, don't support them. Xbox Live required for everything. That's bullcrap. But I give them this. At least they have AV output for the Xbone, I believe. So if I did buy an Xbone, I don't have to buy a new TV in order to play it. Which brings me to PS4. My problem with PS4. The HDMI only. That's my problem with PS4. It's not because I'm trying to record things or anything like that. It's because we own at least 12 TVs in this house right here. Not one of those TVs support HDMI. This computer monitor right here does not support HDMI. This television right here does not support HDMI. Television over there, you can tell that doesn't support HDMI. There are no HDMI supported TVs in this house, so I'm out of luck. I gotta buy a new TV in order to even play my PS4. Alright, that's $120 I gotta spend right there to buy a brand new TV. Plus, I gotta pay an additional $275 for the PS4, because that's how much I still owe to my pre-order. I've been too worried about getting this and games for the PS4 and other things, DLC for games currently out. games that are currently out, PlayStation Plus membership, paying to make sure my laptop doesn't get screwed, paying for my games on Steam, paying for Xbox games, paying for PS2 games, paying for stuff. Still paying for PSP games. I'm still doing that. You know? I gotta buy a new television now. Just to play the thing. HDMI only. It's bullcrap. It's some bullcrap. I buy a brand new TV just to play my freaking games. And then there's all those people. How many times I just looked up in forums to see if this was true or not. If it doesn't support the red, white, and yellow cables, you know, just to see if it supports it or not. I'm looking up on forums, looking it up on news sites, looking at comment sections and stuff. People just like, the arrogant people's like, oh, if you can't afford an HD TV, why are you buying a PS4? To play games. That's why. Now, there are people out there, I don't know if you've heard of this, especially not you PC gamers, but I don't know if you've heard of this, but there are gamers out there that don't care about graphics. They just want games. Since I can't play Final Fantasy 15 on a PS3, I have to buy a PS4. Or spend an extra $100 to buy an Xbone. Plus pay for XBL. I'm not made of money, Microsoft. I'm not doing that. So got all that. Any other problems I'm having with Sony? Not really. You know, aside from this HDMI thing making me pay for a new TV, there's no real problem I'm having in the Sony camp right now. You know, make the Vita a bit cheaper. If you're doing that Vita PS4 bundle, do it so I can get a Vita, because the newest Ys game is coming out on Vita. I need a Vita to play it. Persona 4 Golden, Vita. Uncharted Golden Abyss, Vita. Gravity Rush, Vita. I want to play these games, but the Vita is too expensive right now, and I'm too busy worrying about the PS4 to worry about the PSV. They need to work on a price cut. You're not sell your hardware at a loss, but then the problem there is that there's no software to make up for the loss. So they got a problem right there where they're selling hardware for a cheaper price, where they're losing money on that. But there's barely any software coming out for the hardware, so they're not making any money in that. So Sony is screwed either way, but at least people will be able to buy their stuff if they lower the price. You know, try to compete with the 3DS, Sony. Come on. PSP was able to compete with the DS. Barely, but it was able to do it. Try to compete with the 3DS, Sony, because 3DS got some games I want too. You know, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Pokemon X and Y, Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. That's about it, really. But still, there's games that Project Cross Zone. There's games that I want on 3DS, and there's games that I want on Vita. The difference is I can afford a 3DS. I can't afford a Vita with the current things I have to pay for from you guys. So there's that. Then we got Nintendo, the big N, the old school dude back in the game. Wii U is for our hardcore gamers that we've ignored for the past 7 years. That's why we are being outsold by Vita. PlayStation Vita is officially outselling Wii U. We are screwed. Hashtag we should deal with it. Yeah, the Wii U is pretty much screwed. 2014 is the year of Wii U. I'll give it that. But this year of Luigi crap, you need to get over that, Nintendo. Another problem is their lack of supporting their older console once their newer consoles come out. You know, PS4 comes out, I can expect PS3 to still be supported to like 2015, 2017 maybe even. You know, PS2, nobody expected PS2 to last 12 years. PS1 lasted 10 years. Well until halfway into the PS2's lifespan. PS2 lasted almost to the end of the PS3 lifespan. So, I'm expecting PlayStation consoles to last a long time. On the flip side, I'm also expecting Microsoft consoles to just stop supporting their old consoles as well, because that's what they did with this juggernaut right here. As soon as 360 came out, they just stopped supporting this thing. Because why would they? Xbox Live server shut down on the thing. You know, it's chaos. It's mass chaos. We need to find a way to solve this. You know, people download DLC onto their Xbox One. This is the Xbox One, by the way, not Xbone. This is Xbox One. DLC was a thing even back then. People can't buy their DLC anymore because freaking Xbox Live shut down for the console. You know it's going to happen with 360, and Don Matrick was busy like, oh, buy a 360. Screw you guys. He's like, screw you guys, if you can't have internet, buy a 360. You probably already have one, but buy another one. I'm Don Matrick. It's probably going to red ring on you anyway. Back to Nintendo. I haven't barely talked about Nintendo. Nintendo is so unmemorable to me that I barely care. And it's weird because Nintendo, the Super Nintendo was the first game system I ever played. And Nintendo is like the company I give the least of a crap about. You know, I got GameCube right here. You know, I got Super Nintendo right next to the TV. You got a Wii on the other side of the TV, you know. The N64 downstairs. We're a Nintendo house. Pretty much everyone but me in this house has a DS. So, we're a Nintendo house, apparently. I don't know when this started happening, but apparently we're a Nintendo house. And I don't care about Nintendo. Seriously. Mario. It's the same game over and over again. New Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Brothers Wii. New Super Mario Brothers U. New Super Luigi Bros. Crossed out. New Super Mario Bros. 3DS edition. It's turning into Street Fighter now. Seriously. It's worse than Street Fighter. Mario was worse than Street Fighter. New Super Mario Bros. Was basically Super Mario World on a DS. And Super Mario World was basically Super Mario Bros. 3 with Super Nintendo graphics and a dinosaur that you could ride on. And Super Mario Bros. 3 was Super Mario Bros. 1, the good edition. So, what Nintendo got? They got Smash Brothers coming out. That's incentive for me to buy a Wii U. Smash Brothers. It got Mega Man in it. That pretty much spells sold right there. Alright, that's going to sell Wii U's. Trust me. That is going to sell Wii U's. And I can't afford it considering what else I got to pay for. You know, I got to pay for PS4. I got to pay for HD TV. Got to pay for freaking PlayStation Plus every year. $50 a year. So I can get my free games. You gotta pay for my Steam games. I gotta support my Steam account. My PS3 I gotta support. 360 I gotta support. PS4 I gotta support. I gotta buy a PC that's actually for gaming. And that's gonna cost me like $500. I gotta buy a monitor for that PC. Then I gotta buy speakers for that PC. And then I gotta buy a Vita, and you gotta buy a 3DS. You gotta buy myself a 360, because that 360 downstairs ain't mine. You gotta buy a Wii for myself, because that Wii out in the hallway ain't mine. I got too much to pay for. I can't pay for a Wii U just to play as Mega Man and Smash Brothers. You know? That's all Wii U has that I want. Smash Brothers with Mega Man. Mega Man. It's sold right there. Just instantly sold. Mega Man. You pop Mega Man on anything. As long as it's not Street Fighter Cross Tekken Mega Man, Mega Man American Box Art 1980s edition Mega Man, yellow jumpsuit and pistol. As long as it ain't that Mega Man, plot Mega Man on it, I'll probably buy it. You know, I'm sheep like that. I'm a sheep like that. I buy Mega Man games because Mega Man is my favorite franchise of all time. There hasn't been any new Mega Man games, and Smash Bros. Is the closest thing we got to a Mega Man game. Why did it take them 4 Smash Brothers to finally put Mega Man in there? 4! 64, GameCube, Wii. It took them to Wii U to finally get Mega Man. And he looks retarded. He looks like a... The only reason they made his character model look like that is because, as a silhouette, you can tell that it's based off the 8-bit Mega Man. And I don't know how to tell you this, but there's been better Mega Man character models. Yeah, I know Mark the Engineer and Bennett the Sage already talked about this, but there's been better Mega Man designs. You know, there's actual art of what Mega Man looks like, and he doesn't look as deformed as this chibi monstrosity. He can't even do chibi right. Then there's Mega Man 7, which has a bigger Mega Man. He still looks retarded, but there's Mega Man 7. Mega Man 8, which has the best looking Mega Man out of the classic Mega Man. We couldn't figure this out, just plop Mega Man into the game. They couldn't figure it out, just plop Mega Man into Smash Bros. They don't care what he looks like. They'll buy our Wii U's for it, and we probably will, but still. I don't care about Bayonetta 2. You know, I have Bayonetta 1, and I've yet to play it. I've gotten to the title screen, and then decided to play something else. I haven't touched the disc since. I don't know whether it's a good or bad game or not. I wasn't in the mood to play it at the time, not in the mood to play it now, so I don't know. Maybe Bayonetta 2 will be amazing. I know one thing, apparently Bayonetta's outfit is made out of her hair. I don't know how that works in Bayonetta 2 when her hair is freaking short and not comprising her outfit. I'm pretty sure that was a big part of Bayonetta. Her hair was her weapons. I'm pretty sure her hair made up her weapons, her clothes, her attire, her attacks, her special moves. Pretty much everything in Bayonetta was based around her hair. So I don't know how you get away with giving her short hair. Retardation right there. So what have I been up to lately? Playing Tales of Cilia at the moment on PS3. Now, as I've just said, right now my video for the next part of Mason Beats Take 2, Ys the Othenfelgana, Part 3, is, you know, the first 15 minutes of that video is rendering right now. You gotta render 15 minutes at a time. Render 15 minutes at a time because, you know, Screencast-O-Matic don't like recording for long periods of time, and I don't know why. It's stupid. Stupid. But, getting back to the point, I'm playing Ys right now. I figured out that there's blood in the game. That's freaking awesome. Seeing blood splatter everywhere. Tales of Cilia, like I said, I'm playing that. Still beating Neptunium Mark II. You know, still trying to beat The Last of Us on Survivor difficulty. I have to get Ellie in a jumpsuit. It's just destiny. It's destiny. I have to get Ellie in a jumpsuit. It's simple as that. I've been buying some DLC lately, you know, bought some outfits in Tales of Cilia. Day 1 DLC outfits that are $2.99 each. Yeah, that's good business practice right there, Namco. Tales of Cilia, bought DLC outfits, you know. Bought some DLC outfits for Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 today. I didn't even know that this one existed, but looked up the Revengeance DLC, the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance DLC. Apparently there's DLC that lets you play as Blade Wolf. That is instant buy. I saw it and I'm like, I gotta buy it. Play as Blade Wolf, I can't refuse that. It's Blade Wolf. It's a robotic dog with a chainsaw on its back. And kunai, ninja kunai, that it throws at you. You can't refuse buying that. I'm sorry, you can't refuse it. You know, I've been thinking lately, what do first-person shooters need that they've been missing? No. There's one first-person shooter out there that has lived up to the namesake of first-person shooter. And that shooter's name is BioShock. Not BioShock Infinite, BioShock. The original BioShock. It's an old-school first-person shooter. You go around looking for ammo, looking for health kits, looking for medicine to refuel your Eve hypos and your plasmids. You got creative weapons. You got grenade launchers. You got standard grenade launchers, machine guns, pistols. You got a crossbow. You got special ammo for all those weapons. Then you got the plasmids, which really add things to it. There's exploring to figure out secrets and look for things. It's an old school first-person shooter with modern-day graphics and compelling story. Then you got games on the flip side, like Call of Duty and Battlefield, which are just run from point A to point B, run from point A to point B, shoot guy C in the face with whatever arbitrary assault rifle you're holding at the moment. Pick up his gun because you ran out of ammo, and shoot that room full of people. Loot all the guns lying around the ground, because you know that's totally how guns work. You know. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Reloading! I'm running low on ammo. He's like, I'm running low on ammo. Oh, well, better knife this teammate of mine that has no effect on swords. Steal his bullets. Reloading! Yeah, that sums up Call of Duty in a nutshell. Right there. It sums up the mentality of Call of Duty. It sums up the gameplay. Run from point A to point B and do task C. FPS has degraded by a far, far way. And I'm not one of those people always like preaching that the end of gaming is coming. No. Gaming is striving. I wouldn't still be excited for gaming if gaming wasn't still prevalent and good. I wouldn't be buying games on release day if gaming was in a state of flux. So don't try to preach to me, anal fist, that gaming is in a state of flux, because it's not. So, it's Quiet Mace, the man behind the mask, once again saying, signing out.